Oh, sugar. Let's start again, shall we? Wait a minute. Sorry about that. Couldn't help that. I mustn't sneeze, especially in public. Anyway, this is our fourth lesson. Yes, fourth lesson in drawing. Now, before we start today, I just want to check what you all want at the end of the day. Some of you might want to start painting and drawing and all this stuff. Painting. There's 7 kinds of mediums. That's another word to learn. Mediums in art. There's watercolour, which every Tom, Dick and Harry seems to want to do. Now, that's the hardest medium to do. You have to be able to draw very well if you want to paint watercolours, and most of you can't. Yeah, it's not easy to do watercolours. You have to be absolutely brilliant at illustrating before you can start watercolour. But who's to say? You can start watercolour and you might be the next Tracy Emin in watercolour and sell your work for thousands. Usually people who can't draw do. But anyway, that's another point. But anyway, the best thing to do if you want to start watercolour is to get a book about watercolour. This goes through the whole thing about colour techniques, things like this, colour charts, how to start watercolour painting. But as I said, you really need to learn to draw before you can draw, unless you want to be an abstract painter kind of thing, in a sense. But I believe abstracts are harder than actual, figurative drawing. People think abstract art is just a matter of sticking on bits of loads of paint on and stuff like this. No, it is not. Usually abstract art is coming from something that is being thought of, a word, an image, a thought. Now, how can you put that thought in an abstract? Very difficult, unless you're brilliant. Anyway, the next thing you could do is pastel work, which is using crayons. The other one, that's a lovely book on pastels, and all the different techniques you can do. Lovely pastel work. Beautiful work, pastels. Or you can do oil painting, which is what I like doing. I like doing oil painting, drawing. I like using gouache. Being an graphic designer, Toulouse-Lautrec, he used gouache for his posters when he started painting. And also there's... Wait a minute, what was I doing? I thought... Yeah, watercolour, that's another watercolour book. Very good book, which is these lovely watercolours. Light and shade, stuff like this, beautiful flowers, painting. Again, something we will all like to do. And this is a very good graphic artist who uses gouache. Now I use gouache, and this is very nice, what you call using gouache, flat, mostly very flat colours. I love gouache. It's the most easy technique. Well, not easy, but there's a nice gouache painting by a Japanese artist, H.R. Bell. Well, she's actually lives in England, but she's Japanese. Anyway, you can see she does lovely. That's gouache. And of course, there's lots of other things. There's collage. But anyway, going back to drawing, I want to go back to what we were showing you yesterday about drawing. I want to show you some samples. Now, there's a quick drawing I did a while ago, well, a long time ago. Very quick. As you can see, I scanned the figure. Can you see a line? There's some shapes there, but not a lot of line. It's mostly shapes. I've coloured in the figure. I've drew the figure by drawing the background. Mostly that is background. The background that formed the shape. Another example of that is here with charcoal. That was crayon. This is charcoal again. Can you see lines? You see shapes. I've scanned the figure very quickly. I mean, this one, I'm not telling any fibbers. That one took me 10 minutes, if that, to do that in crayon. Very quick. This one about another, maybe a bit longer maybe. This took about, I don't know, 15 minutes, I don't know, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, I don't know. Very, very quick charcoal using, again, I didn't do lines, I painted the shapes, the shapes and what I saw in front of my face. So that's what I'm trying to get you to think about. I don't want you to draw lines. I want you to draw shapes. Now, I think that's the end of the fourth lesson. Tech.